Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to We Happy Few, the full release. Shell and I took a look at the original early access launch, and we're kind of unimpressed. The start to it was amazing, but then once you got out into the world, it's like, eh. But it's been a couple of years, I think. A couple of years, year and a half, maybe? And I'm kind of curious to see how it'll go. Okay, so there's story and sandbox. Easy. You're here for the story or two, and to explore a strange new world. People will be less suspicious of you and give you plenty of warning before they become aggressive. Honestly, custom. Survival needs. Easy. Conformity. Combat. Base difficulty. So I don't want permadeath. Combat. Conformity. Less aware and slower to become hostile. Am I gonna do the bad ending and say, well, that was We Happy Few, thanks for watching again? No, I did that once. If you're not aware, there's kind of a binary option in the very beginning of the game. And, I went with the early end. I've done this with, Far Cry 5 as well. It turns out whenever you do that, people get real mad at you, so I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, begin or not yet? What? That's confusing. Happy people have no past. Press spacebar to continue. Spacebar to continue. Why? What? Miss E.W. Bauer wins Garden Prize.
Oh, heavens no.
This is still pretty loud. I wonder if cutscenes are not affected by the volume meters. Easting Brothers win Scrap Gathering Prize.
God.
It is very dangerous to put your hands outside the windows of the train.
Arthur, where are you? Arthur! How did you go? Arthur!
I should just take my joy, shouldn't I?
Okay, so yeah, if you take the joy, you get the bad ending. Ish. Anyway, time to remember.
Percy! Percy!
Arthur, where are you?
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Ah, nose to the grindstone, you know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
Aha! The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
I'll get a new one.
If there were an emergency, would you be able to find the doorknob? Or should I tie a bright yellow ribbon on it?
You know, for a person that's supposed to be all blissful and stuff, she's, not great.
There is now a curfew in effect at night. Any civilian on the street...
What are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other. That's what we'll do.
Percival and Arthur Hastings were surprise winners of the scrap drive. Arthur told the judges that his brother has a photographic memory. Percy knew exactly where all the old cars and prams and things were in the Garden District. Percival himself rarely speaks to strangers, apparently. The scrap will be melted down to be used to support the war effort against the Soviet Union, which is by all reports going splendidly. The brothers brought in a record 1654 pounds of scrap steel, winning them a 50 euro, probably pound actually, victory against the Communism Board. Oh, 50 pound victory against Communism Bond. There we go. The second prize went to Alan Unwin, who brought in 315 pounds. Jeez, they brought in a lot. Anyway,
Right.
probably
Nobody's having nightmares over that.
How does she know?
Well, I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
Wasn't Prudence supposed to be coming back today? I made her a welcome back card.
Okay. General Robert Byring, the municipal liaison of the Occupation Authority, appeared on Parade Street last night and speak to a crowd of citizens urgently requesting clarification of the new child registration rule. As most Wellingtonians know by now, all children who will be under the age of 13 by July 22nd must be registered with the authority. General Biernig, probably, clarified that the deadline for registration is next Thursday. He refused to speculate on the rationale for the registration regulation. Cannot illuminate the regulation any further because Colonel von Stauffenberg has not informed me of its purpose, stated the general. I imagine and hope that it has something to do with maintaining nutrition for our growing children in this time of scarcity, but OA have not told me explicitly. He reminded the crowd that the occupation has so far been extraordinarily orderly and peaceful, and that citizens' continued obedience to legal orders of the OA is crucial to maintaining goodwill with our visiting continued... Okay.
That's right, isn't it?
Let's see, drug trials. Oh. I don't know if actually doing these does anything for us, but I'm gonna just do it for a little while. Okay, so the first round of trials of a new anti-melancholic medication have been qualified success, stated Dr. Alexander Gross, acting head of Melancholia Studies Laboratory at Royal Victoria Hospital. The drug reduced melancholic feelings in 28 out of 30 despondent rats over a 20-day period. Despondency can be induced in rats by repeatedly giving them electrical shock. I need a drink. I'm like tripping over my own tongue. Let's try that again. Despondency can be induced in rats by repeatedly giving them electrical shocks. Despondent rats take up to twice as long to navigate a maze. After administration of the drug, previously despondent rats regained up to 50% of their navigation speed before administration of the shocks, stated Dr. Gross. The drug now has to be tested on human volunteers. Citizens who wish to apply as potential volunteer, there is already a waiting list, can do so at Royal Victoria. Would people be okay with that, or is the whole shocking rats thing not so great? I have no idea. It'd be interesting to play like kind of a Papers, Please equivalent of this, where the entire game is told where you're just sitting in front of the, effectively the censorship machine. And every day you say yes or no to a bunch of documents like this. And by doing so, it changes the outcome of the story. That would be really cool.
Fond memories.
Well, I just got an achievement called Employee of the Month, so that's probably filling things out. Okay. There's the joy. I don't remember if we're supposed to, like, grab stuff here. Search small table. Where's lockpick? I thought this was my stuff. I love the
visuals. Do you think the
for this
canister
game.
wonders what life's like outside the tube? Of course, he'd have to break the tube to get out. That will break it for everybody.
Business letter. Whoops. Letter from Miss Beering. Added to your journal. How do we pull that up? I don't think we can pull it up yet. I guess I should have read it. I'm sorry. Search the waste bin. Waste bin's empty. Trencherman's gun. Beef eaters are hardy eaters. QED, and there's a paddle. Take the power cell. Restoration machine. Use redactor. Sit down. Drugs. There's this. Oh. Who works here? Whoever works here is not like me. Let's read this. Okay, here we go. Letter from Miss Beering. Oh, look, Miss Beering has written Clive a letter. Dear Mr. Birtwhistle, it's so thoughtful of you to suggest how to best rearrange the department. I'm always grateful for suggestions from junior staff on how to best do my job as director. However, I am afraid that it would be destabilizing to swap your office with that of Mr. Hastings. Fortunately, turnover in this department is high. If Prue doesn't step down, or doesn't return soon, I don't see why you couldn't have her office. In the meantime, I suggest you pop another joy, and you'll feel the sunshine on your face, whether you have a window or not. All the best, Victoria Beering, Director. Take that, Clive, you little shit. Oh, I didn't read the other one.
Shit! He wants my view.
Let's see.
Whatever happened to you, Prudence?
Come back. Restoration machine. Let's see. Grand Prize winner. Winner best attitude.
You're not
Examine
coming back,
pictures.
are you, Prue? But where did you go?
I really like the idea of this game. I'm curious about how much has changed with the actual gameplay. So, oh, you were concealed. So I am.
I took my joy. I took my joy. No, leave me alone. No.
Just, watching the day go by.
Oh, hi, Arthur.
I thought I was concealed. Well, I guess that was not concealed enough for him to just totally ignore me, unfortunately.
We seem to be a bit behind in our work now that you mention it.
Let me double check this. It feels like the field of view is real limited. It says 90. Let's maybe bump it up to 100. Oh, the other letter was Clive pretending to be an anonymous woman calling you a downer. Interesting. Well, we'll take a look at it later when we get to see it. It doesn't look like there's really anything that I should be looting here.
Well, a lot of Englishmen put their finest brains to the challenge, and it was soon discovered that fresh vegetables would cure the problem right away.
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata. It's the most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the sweets come out. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Hit it! Come on! Come on! Come on! You are off your joy. Take one of mine. Oh, my lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
Take your joy. Take your joy.
Probably a bad time to ask for that raise.
Got a downer here, haven't we? Put that down! I'll
You smelled gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget him, there's no time.
Happy is the country with no past. I get the very distinct feeling they did not win the war. Expect the cops to start singing "We Are Number One" any minute now. I think you'd be wrong, but that would be a funny Easter egg. Okay, game over. That was fun. He blew up and died in the gas-ridden sewer tunnels. Okay. Strike again the instant your weapon lands to perform a faster combo attacks. Oh, that's useful. It's weird to think of this game having combat systems, but that's okay.
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village.
Those bobbies seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
I really like the idea of this game. It kind of reminds me of some of my weird Fallout challenges. I wasn't particularly interested in the, art storage. Interesting. I wasn't terribly excited about the, oh. I was string.
This is interesting. At 10 o'clock, Mr. Hewitt from Dalry.
I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, press tab. We can actually pull out the menu now. Okay, so the other, we should probably read the other things. But to finish my thought, I wasn't terribly impressed with the original version of this game. It just kind of felt empty, and you were constantly just running around trying to get food. And, like, sleeping constantly. That's why I turned the needs down a bunch. If you'd use Clive's terminal, Arthur would have said something along the lines of, "Let's see if you have a job after this." Oh, that's funny. I should have done that. Oh, well. Oh. So notes, this is for myself. Well, Arthur, you've gone and done it, haven't you? Not only rather spectacularly quit your job, but you're a downer now. The townsfolk will unleash the hounds, or they would if they hadn't eaten them 20 years ago. The wastrels do not seem terribly friendly. I hope they aren't really cannibals. Oh god, I'm one of them now, aren't I? I've got to get out of Wellington Wells. I've got to go get over the bridge and off the islands, which means I've got to get back to the parade district, don't I? Which I was just chased out of. Brilliant. What in dog's name were you thinking? Percy, I saw his picture from just before we put them all on the train. God, all that horrible grinding steel and the screams. I must hate me. Why did I tell the Jerrys? I was already 13. They were only off by 10 days. Why didn't I keep my mouth shut and get on that train and go off to Germany with him like I promised him? I can't remember, but I promised him. That's got to mean something. I've got to go find Percy, wherever he is, and make sure he's okay. How long have we been eating rats? Okay. Oh, look, Mr. Beering has written Clive a letter. So we already read that one. Handwritten letter. And here's a letter in what I'm almost positive is Clive's terrible handwriting. Dear Director Beering, one of your employees is a subversive, maybe even be a downer. I overheard him in the commissary telling a friend that he thinks this job redacting old articles is silly. And what's so scary about the truth? He's very tall and slim, with black hair and brown eyes and glasses. I know I should have asked his name, but I'm a naturally shy woman, and there it leaves off. A shy woman, are you, Clive? Or just a nasty, manipulative schemer? Tie a string. Okay, 4th of October, 1964, to Rupert Underhill, Station 4. From Jim Watt, Chief Engineer. Dear Rupert, are you quite certain Teddy is off his joy? Perhaps he merely forgot. You've got to look after your mates, man. Have you tried tying a string around his finger? That always helps me. Anyway, I can't reassign Teddy because I haven't got a replacement. All the juniors are off at Scargill. The subsistence has been severing all sorts of connections, and the Motorlane must flow. I really appreciate you sticking by your post. If we don't do our duty, who are we? But try the string around the finger. I feel certain you'll manage the situation. All my best, Jimmy. Okay, so yeah, this is England. Rupert Underhill memo. He's not off his joy, he's lost the plot completely, and he's hoarding all the carrots, and he growls at me when I try and eat mine. I'm gonna try and talk some sense into him. Then I'm coming back to the village. Duty be damned. I can craft things in the menu, so dirty bandage, prompt pursuit, Jimmy bar. the jolliest brawly and the least jolly brawly. Weaponized umbrella. Huh. Well, I can't make those even if I wanted to. I pretty much can't make anything. Oh. Don't actually mean to just run around punching everything, but it happens. Okay. I just want to grab everything as I go by. Because, yeah, the idea of, like, a survival...
I need some odds and bobs and bits of metal to make a lockpick.
The idea of a story-based survival, you know, game like this actually is, like, really cool to me. Okay, Diary of Prudence Holmes. Was this a mistake? It seemed so clever to disappear at first, rather than try to brazen my way across the bridge. After enough joy, they'd forget they'd ever even known a Prudence Holmes. Beastly Clive would take my office, and they'd forget anyone else was ever in it. But now that I'm here, I wonder, should I have put my trust in Mr. Kite? And where are his bloody instructions? In the abandoned house. Yes, but which abandoned house? They're all abandoned. And how to deal with all these wastrels? My god, they look like something out of Dante. We'd chase someone out whenever they wouldn't take their joy, but we never really thought about where they went. I knew we'd chase them out when joy made them sick, but I didn't know it was here, to starve and weep and remember. I assumed they were sent to a sanatorium, a decent hospital, but I suppose that's what I wanted to believe. We are all complicit. I know without knowing, and don't want to remember, so we don't. My god, I can't wait to get to the mainland.
Prudence really did run off. She ran this way. I wonder if I'll see her again.
Okay, the umbrella's a pre-order bonus, I think. Makes sense. Let's see. So it requires a lockpick. Well, maybe I can make one now. So those are vitals. Oh, there's a, I didn't realize there's a skill tree. I have a bobby pin, but maybe that doesn't count as a lockpick. Yeah, we just have to make it.
There we go. 3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off. What happened to him? Or rather, who?
Rupert Underhill. Nothing. An electroshocker. Got anything else around here? No, it doesn't look like it. Empty syringe. Promises.
Are they going to hurt us?
No one's going to hurt you, Percy. I promise.
But have they hurt the city?
I don't think they'll blow anything else up.
Why?
Because we surrendered, I hope.
Well, what are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other.
Let's see, can I turn on the subtitles? Yes, I actually totally forgot to turn them on. I assumed they would just be auto on. Where are they? Maybe under auto? No? Yell at me if you see them go by. Where are they? Under graphics? Language options? Oh, there they are. Small outline, medium outline, large outline. Let's do medium. Sound captions. I'm just gonna turn on everything. So this is communist England, right? Yeah, it looks like the communists invaded and actually did yeah, it's 1964. The communists did invade and I guess have kind of turned England into whatever this is. September 18th. I look out into the lights like the doctor's ordered. I could swear I see shapes in there, moving around, like shadows made of light. And there's shadows all around, always around the corner. He keeps turning lights off. He says he wants to save bulbs. He's trying to make me think I'm going blind, isn't he? How he loves to feel superior. September 19th. Took 2 joy, just so I could stand his ugly face. Why won't it work? As he swapped them out for something, paracetamol, jelly beans. Jesus, we haven't had jelly beans since... Have we ever even had jelly beans? September 20th. The way he talks in that slow, condescending voice, like I'm a child. I'm not a child, am I? I didn't even know any children, obviously. Jesus, what's wrong with my joy? September 22nd. There he is, scritching away in the corner. Scribble, 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 eh, Mr. Gibbon? And then the whoosh of the pneumatic tube. He's blaming it all on all on me, what happened, isn't he? He says it's his missus. I don't believe he's got a missus. With his big mossy teeth, I bet she went on holiday long ago. Was I married once? How did it end? I get an awful feeling in my stomach. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy remembering. Something is all fucked up about the joy, and he won't send me home. We've got to stay here. Duty. September 25th. I can hear him crunching in the dark. It isn't rats. It's his big mossy teeth. I lie awake and picture squeezing his throat. Till he turns the color of my carrots. He bloody well stole. He's plotting something. September 28th. Let him try and weasel out of this one. I saw him writing those lies. Reassign me, will he? Off my joy, am I? I'm bloody well tripling up, and he knows it. October 6th. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. See, did Wander just start? We got through the intro sequence, and now I'm just kind of wandering around, just reading stuff. So we can sleep. But I'm plenty rested. Can I hack? Oh, I can hack. Okay, so the Electro Zapper is single use. That scared the shit out of me.
That's the first fight I've won since primary school. Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been in since primary school.
Oh boy. Okay. Is there anything I can search? That's nice. The auto-craft a lockpick so you can get in here. Duct tape, metal bits. So it does seem like getting into a number of these like locked things is actually a good idea. Turn on radio. I think I'll pass. What else we got? Button. Okay, is there anything else? There's this up here. Oh, would this have been just an easy way in? Who knows? Rotten carrot. Bobby pin, dirty bandage, dart, rotten potatoes, sovereigns. Whatever that is. What is this stuff? Wakey screw. Oh, it's wakey wakey. Wakey 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 wakey. Creepy. Okay. Just another carrot. Yeah, it doesn't look like I could have actually taken this in. Well, that's fine. Well, so far this is better than what it used to be. I'm curious about the food. Oh. Keep your eyes on the chop. Yeah, I like those little subtitles for those of you that miss these things.
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to just yet.
So unlocking fast travel hatches will allow you to quickly and safely travel to other unlocked hatches using the underground rail tracks. You can select any unlocked hatch from the map, no matter where you are, so long as you're not busy, and be instantly magically teleported to it. Okay, so we can warp to different hatches. We're just gonna leave that guy unconscious down there. Sure, why not? Whoops. That's a bit choppy.
The bridge. I've got to get to the bridge. In the parade district, which I just got chased out of. Brilliant. Ah, the train station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old rail tunnel all the way to the bridge. Be nice if there was a map, wouldn't it? I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were.
Carlitz Thomas. Point of departure. Nope. Okay. Is there motion blur? Let's see if I can turn that off, if that's a thing. Nope. I don't see motion blur. There's like a kind of weird visual effect as you go by. What the... Okay. Well, I like the intro better so far. Last time it just kind of dumps you out in the middle of nowhere. This is at least a little bit better. Confusing, though, for sure.